fuck football. Welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And yeah, make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you're new. Welcome back to the Claret Royal Blue Show, episode 6, people. Depression, London settings, for two different reasons. Like, obviously,
No, yeah.
two different kind of turmoils. One's just form, one's just West Ham. It's a bit different. But
Yeah.
big up to chat every single time as well. We get to Prime and Steve in the chat. Fucking Melon. This guy. That's for fuck's sake. Melon, good to have you back on as always on a Thursday night of whatever the fuck we are doing.
Yeah. Whatever this show is, bro.
Like every show that I have, it's always going to be a mess, but it's a mess that
It's an enjoyable
say,
mess.
yeah. I didn't want to. I was just trying to think of a way where I wasn't going to get wired or paused up. So just, but
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So
I mean,
that
that could be a pause as well, thinking about it, but
yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say it's a mess that people like to watch, and I was like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I allow
Listen,
it.
yeah. How you been, man? How you been?
I've been alright, man. I've been alright. Fucking, I didn't do the fucking pod earlier. These man probably wouldn't know that, but yeah, I'm doing alright. Besides some bullshit I was dealing with today, but I'm alright.
Yeah, we actually had to run the pod without you. It's mad. It's mad. We actually had to run the pod without you. Yeah, because bro, we would have an episode this week, so if that's coming out tomorrow, and you do see me and Alfie just cussing Melon and stuff because he didn't make it.
Fairs.
Yeah, in the game's the fucking game, because if I did, as I say in the pod, spoiler alert, if I didn't make it, even though it's my channel, Melon would be calling me Indian this, Indian that. So it's just like,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that person. But it's like, if you watched the show yesterday with me and Prime, we are basically getting a part 2, because there's one man that's been memed as much as
oh my god,
Graham Potter this week, and on the Chelsea side, probably not as much as Potter, because Potter's taken over Twitter this week. But like, on the Chelsea side, I'm not seeing this much slander for one player in a very, very long time on my timeline. Just because Chelsea have been on the up as of recently, especially winning 2 trophies as of recently. But Trevor Chalobah, Melon, obviously you watched the Lincoln game as well, but your view overall of this week, obviously we've discussed the Bayern game already, but Man United and Lincoln, just bro, the floor is yours, my guy. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
He's shown his level. I'll say that much. But he's he's not good. He's so bad. I've seen the light. There's definitely like a Jesus joke in there, seeing the light, but I can't be asked to make it realistically. This guy, I swear to God, I was giving him praise and props and saying that he's better than a squad player. You know, I believe in him to find form and find another level. And you can probably find a lot of clips of me saying that on the tier list I did on my channel with Prime. Bro, I promise you, I was so wrong. I believe personally, genuinely, I believe Disasi's a better defender than him. I believe Badiashiel's a better defender than him. I've seen the light, bro. I've seen the light. Like, Chalobah is one of the most washed footballers I've ever seen, and he's like 24. He could be 26. He could be 42. He has no pace. Yeah. He has no ability. He has no aerial ability. He can't win the ball. He like in this system, your centre backs need to be comfortable with the football at their feet. You can't pass the ball to this guy in the air or on the ground and he'd be comfortable. He's worthless. He's worthless. I'm saying that about a fucking football player that I genuinely used to enjoy watching. I thought he was calm and collected when he scored his first goal for the club. I celebrated that more than the fucking Champions League. Unbelievable strike. What's the fucking point now? I don't get it. He's just he's fucking wank, and he's shown exactly what I was saying when Levi Colwell got his ACL injury. I think we did a show on the same day or maybe on the same week. It would have been the
Yeah.
same week.
Yeah, same day, yeah.
But he got announced his ACL injury. We needed to sign 2 or 3 centre backs then.
Yeah.
Before we signed 2 or 3 that are better than all of them. And a goalkeeper. And since then, have I been proved wrong? No. Border are a bunch of fucking idiots. We shouldn't be having this debate because Trevor Chalobah, realistically, is our 4th choice right back. And that's all he is. Would you rather trust Chalobah or Achimbong at right back?
Achimbong.
All day. Reece James or Trevor Chalobah?
Reece James.
Gusto or Chalobah at right back? Gusto. He's our 4th choice right back, and that's it. I don't see him as a centre back anymore. He doesn't play at right back. Just get rid of him. Send him back to fucking Leyton Orient on loan. You'll probably learn something. He's absolutely terrible.
Hey.
Both games we saw last week from him, genuinely some of the worst football I've ever seen from a centre back played at my club. Awful.
Was the linking
exactly.
game?
Bro, Caicedo's a better right back than him.
Forgot Caicedo could play there.
Fuck's sakes, man.
But even like for example, I saw a lot of shit on the linking game being like, "There's no way Chalobah's performed this bad." I was watching a different game, so like, I can't remember which game I was watching. Yeah, Wolves Everton. It was Wolves Everton because Premier League game. Fuck it, man. Like, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
there was the only one where I was like, I didn't know what the result was going to be. I knew Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham were all gonna win, so it's just like I'm not watching that. But I was looking at my phone. I'm like, Chalobah's getting slandered again, and I'm like, bruv, if he's performing this bad against Lincoln, like God's not real. Like you gotta stop praying now. Like it's just like, like what was it that bad?
I don't think he was as bad as God isn't real is a little bit too far, but like I agree with that person, innit? But like you get me. He was bad. He was bad. He I think he was at full for goal from Street. That was bad. Oh my days. You can't have a guy called Rob Street capitalize off your mistake. A League One right winger playing on the left.
Got robbed on the street.
Rob Street. He got robbed of the ball on the street, and he scored. And you're trying. It was a great finish as well for him, but I genuinely, bro, this guy had one of the weirdest. Bro, Enzo Fernandez dropped deep because he was struggling to build up play against. Like it's weird when a Premier League like team faces a team from League One and they're still playing their type of football. You can't exactly just like sort of mold your football into theirs and then play their game. You have to sort of you have to play a little bit differently. And we struggled in the first half. So Enzo was playing a little further forward. He dropped deep to get the ball. He got pressed. The only option was a little bit of a lofted pass over to Chalobah. And it wasn't the absolute greatest pass, but he was forced to make it. And Chalobah couldn't bail him out. He decides to he decides to be a transition player all of a sudden, and he's turned into a woman, and he can't jump, he can't move. He's turned into like a pregnant woman. His agility is just gone. There you go. he's completely, his abilities vanished. It's just fallen through the floor. He tries jumping for the ball, misses it, misses the fucking tackle. Rob Street goes through and scores. It was one of the worst mistakes I've ever seen a footballer make at that level. You're playing against League One. Rob Street. House. Their centre forward was playing at centre mid, doing rough tackling.
House every weekend.
House every weekend. House and street doing link up, and you can't stop that.
But no, but that
Chalobah.
makes sense though. House and street link up makes sense at least.
Exactly, bro. I'm
So
telling you.
maybe he needs if Chalobah was called Bulldozer, then like he could stop in it. Like
Bro,
it makes sense.
exactly, man. Like, God can't break houses, but bulldozers can. You never know. You never know.
He's a Jehovah's Witness who's trying to rock up at the house. And they were like, fuck off.
We just said, oh, yeah, I'm a Satanist, isn't it? Fuck off, G. I'm good. They just went through and scored, bro. Like, what's going on, man? He just held like an upside down cross at him and walked through him, bro. Like, what's going on?
The little Uzi, bro.
Yeah.
The
I
little
promise
Uzi
you,
chain.
he was so bad. Bro, in the same week, you go away and perform like that against Bayern Munich. I can say exactly
that.
Bro, Man United and Bayern. He wasn't
And
good in
Lincoln.
any of the games. 3 back-to-back stinkers. And he's starting for us. And all of the... I know he is. Who else is going to start? Caicedo at right centre back. He'd do a better job.
Oh, of course.
But then it's an aerial problem, which is also a problem with Chalobah. It's like, for fuck's sakes, man.
How can you be a centre back when you can't jump, man?
Oh, outpaced by Harry Kane. If you want me to, I can, with a full analysis on why he failed. If you want me to, it's a bit techie, but
like how
Prime, you have no idea. You have no idea.
But how can you be a centre back and legit like you can't jump? Like it's the bare basics. There's no excuse. Like modern day football has given everyone too many excuses to not do the bare basics in your singular position. Like you have to be. If you're a striker, you have to score. If you're a defender, you have to fucking defend like the basics, whether it's standing tackle, sliding tackle, aerial duels. These are basic shit. Midfielders have to be able to pass 5 yards minimum. Like modern day football generally births some of the shittest footballers. And I'm not saying like back in the day everyone was a baller. Like, but come on, like we're generally given like because of the social media, we're giving excuses to some of these people. Like you're 6'3" and you can't jump.
He's 6'3".
Like, yeah, he's quite tall. He's quite tall.
No, you're taking what?
6'3". Well, Prime said he's 6'3". I don't know.
What the fuck is 192? Oh, these fucking donuts, bro.
Big up just say 6'3" and can't jump. He's the tallest midget in the world.
What the fuck?
What?
He's 6'4".
Yeah, TKL said he's 6'4". Fucking hell.
He's 6'4".
He doesn't carry himself like a 6'4" centre back.
But he's given Elijah a run for his money.
That's mad.
You know when you stand next to Elijah and you're like, fuck you know.
Yeah. Bro,
imagine a ball in the air and he misses it and you're running in behind. Like, what's the point of being that tall if you're that used to it in the air?
That's the thing. Like, yeah, when I stood next to Elijah, all my masculinity just disappeared, bro. I felt like a transition player myself, bro. Like, but like standing next to Chalobah, I reckon I can keep my masculinity. Because he slouched as well. He has my posture, so like he goes like he defends like this, so he defends like a 5'8" man, even though he's like 6'4".
So yeah, he's not good in the air. He's not good on the ground, and the main problem with him is his intelligence, right? And I can go into this, and it was mainly showcased against Bayern Munich, right? When Bayern Munich are so good. I think people don't realize this until they play them, right? Yeah. They are so good. They're extremely, extremely well drilled. Pause if that's necessary. Yeah, because that's crazy if it isn't, right? I think we played an all right first half. We made mistakes. He made a mistake. He scored an own goal. But apart from that, if we ignore that, I think the rest of the team played okay. Played all right. 1-0 down to a really dodgy set piece taken quickly and then hit the ref. And then they took that set piece quickly because they were given another one if they hit the ref. They took that quickly, header in some bullshit. Then an own goal. And it's just... It was from Chalobah's perspective, one of the worst halves I've ever seen. And then we started to build from that 2-0. From 2-0 down, we started to build. We started to gain the ascendancy of the match. We started to create a lot of chances, balls over the top. But then they made that tactical tweak that made Harry Kane and Gnabry work together, dropping deeper and deeper and deeper. They were dropping like further back than our strikers were. But because Tosin and Chalobah, it wasn't even Tosin and Chalobah, it was, I think, Caicedo and... Yeah, it was Caicedo and Chalobah. Chalobah is genuinely one of the most stupid fucking idiots ever. Because he follows Harry Kane to the halfway line. They're in our half. Harry Kane and Gnabry's dropped to the halfway line. And he's followed him because Maresca told him to go man to man. That made the change to go, Maresca sees that and says, go man to man, but zonal. So instead of it being just man to man exactly, the people in that area of the pitch would then have to pick up a new man. Chalobah could then sit at centre back where he has the advantage because he isn't that terrible. But when he's found out of his position, he's slower than Harry Kane. He's obviously going to be slower than Gnabry. So as soon as you enforce that man-to-man and zonal marking against Chelsea, Chelsea have lost the match because they don't have centre-backs that can communicate. They don't have centre-backs that are smart. If it was Reece James in that position saying, Caicedo, mark your man, new man, mark your man. The whole issue of them centre-forwards dropping deep isn't an issue. Because then our fullbacks can just go, you know what, I'm a step in front of these wingers. And now these wingers are played offside because they want to play for their wingers. Their attack is completely nullified because they don't have centre-forwards and they don't have wingers that are onside. Then you get the ball in the midfield, you ping a ball over, Gusto's running for it, Neto's running for it, João Pedro's running for it. It's a 3-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Like that, it's fixed. And all that is intelligence and communication. And our centre-backs are fucking donuts, for lack of other words that I really want to fucking say. There's probably two words that I want to say.
Oh, God.
They're fucking dumb. They're fucking dumb. It's one of the issues that I saw before when the window opened, the initial one for the Club World Cup. I didn't want to see Levi Colwill being our best centre-back in the Club World Cup. I needed a replacement, not either for him, but for someone that can partner him. If you've got someone that's really mobile, but intelligent, knows when to step out, knows when to do this, knows when to do that, with Levi Colwill, preferably right-footed, doesn't have to be. Cucurella in Reece James playing right centre-back, Colwill in the middle, or Colwill on the left with someone else in the middle, that new player in the middle. That's a perfect back line, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's fine. You've got someone to partner Levi Colwill. You've got defensive cover for him when he steps out wide to play these sort of passes that he's really good at. All of a sudden, you haven't got much of a problem with centre-backs. But when Trevor Chalobah plays in that role, or better yet, when Trevor Chalobah plays in the left centre-back role, I want to gauge my eyes out. I want to gouge my eyes. I just want to go out with the spoon and just pour my eyes out. I don't want to watch this shit. Football, the football goes and there's like a motion of it. You got your right centre back, the ball goes from the central one, passes out wide to the right centre back, and he's right footed. So he can make these passes along the pitch, in the pitch, out the pitch, wherever the fuck you want to pass it. He goes to the central one, he can be both footed, left footed, right footed, it doesn't matter. You just get it onto that foot and pass it that way. Your left centre back has to be left footed, and you've got Chalobah there. That has like 1 star weak foot, if that. His left foot is just there for standing.
I've never seen him use his left foot ever when I've watched him, never.
Bro, he's so shit on his left. Why are you playing him at left centre back? You played Achampong there against fucking
Palace.
what's that? Yeah, what's that dickhead called in Palace? Striker
So, Mateta.
Mateta, directly on him, perfectly fine. Didn't do a single thing wrong. Mateta was forced to shoot from outside the box every single time he got that chance, and it is Sanchez, so it is a fucking half chance at that, but it was fun. It was genuinely shocking for him. Like Chalobah was bad in every game he's played. It's the worst season I've ever seen him play football, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. Like, I know he's shown signs of this before, but at least like sometimes he'll show you that one game where he's like, you know what, I'm actually like a footballer, and then everyone will like
Exactly.
hype him up a bit. But now we're not seeing that. You're not seeing, and it's bad when you're coming up against 3 different caliber of opponents, where you're coming up against a top European side in Bayern, a relegation threat side in Manchester United, and a really shit side in League One side in Lincoln, and you're not performing well against anyone. Like, I know it's because he's playing games in a row, and when squad players play 3 games in a row, it's like, you know what, I don't know what to do here. I'm actually I don't want to be a footballer anymore because I've actually been chosen to start more than 1 game in a row. I'm not used to this. It felt like Chalobah reminds me of an English Issa Diop. When I watched Issa Diop at West Ham, I actually think Issa Diop's better. If I'm being so real, the reason why is because Issa Diop had a weak foot. But Issa Diop was built like Chalobah. He was skinny. He was 6'4". He was French. But he was actually better in the air. He was actually quite good in the air. But he had low concentration. I actually did like when I think about it, Issa Diop wasn't that bad. Like compared to the centre backs I've seen. But Chalobah gives me Diop vibes. The problem is with Trevor Chalobah that I have is he's a product of a player that's got lucky because of circumstance. And because you're an academy kid, you benefit off that in terms of your PR as well, where you've got accelerated into the first team where you were never really Chelsea level. And I don't mind him in general, but when we're judging players at an elite level, we're judging players at teams that should genuinely be competing on all fronts. Like, Trevor Chalobah was never, ever that level. Never.
No.
And I never ever thought he was going to be. Like, Prime said something yesterday that I thought, boy, he's actually right. He's worse than his brother. His brother was actually decent. But his brother got mad injuries. Yeah, his brother got mad injuries. And, like, he was all right with Fulham and West Brom in the Championship. I think Trevor Chalobah, realistically, in another world, would be playing for Ipswich right now. In a real world, he would be playing for Ipswich right now.
Bro, Trevor Chalobah went to Ipswich and played as a centre mid. No shit, you've got to be.
Wait, Trevor?
Yeah.
Wait, he's already been there?
Yeah. On loan, I'm pretty sure.
Fucking hell. On my days.
He went to Leyton Orient and Ipswich, I believe. I'll search it up because I might be wrong. But on his loan spells, bro, he played at centre mid.
Oh, I knew he could play there just because, like, do you know it's so weird when, like, because his brother played. Do you know when they always have, like, a brother that plays in that position, then they go in that position, then they don't look as good, so they get moved somewhere else? It's like the Bender brothers. I will see why for Bender brothers, but
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
like, it's like the Bender brothers.
Big up them, man, bro. Carried FIFA, bro. I swear, it's like FIFA 15 and them, like long ago.
Sven and Lars, you know, man, that's Sven and Lars. They were like squad builder showdown legends. Big up to them.
Bro.
Issa Diop will always be a young player in my mind. Facts, bro. Issa Diop is still 23 in my head. He's at nearly 30 now. It's mad. Failed wonder kid, but big up to him. If Fofana stayed fit, Chalobah would have been sold time ago. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I feel like he's specifically
I want to say something as well on Fofana. Fofana has come back right-footed, really quick, can play at right back very well. He's played at left centre back to cover Chalobah's inability of playing anywhere other than central right centre back, and he's had to cover him. If you look at a heat map of Wesley Fofana's tackles, I don't like looking at stats for this. You can watch it in a game and it's better just to get an understanding. If you look up the heat map of Wesley Fofana's tackles, they're all on the right. He's had to go from on the left all the way to the right to cover for Chalobah's mistakes. Every single fucking attack. Every single attack. He had to cover him. He had to go all the way to the right and I think he was probably man of the match for me. Other than Tyreek George, goal and assist, fair enough, fucking big man. But like, in terms of anyone else other than the goal scorers, I don't typically like giving it to goal scorers. But in terms of overall performance, it's Wesley Fofana. He was absolutely brilliant. Sofa score maybe.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because heat map is the only like quote unquote stat thing I don't mind, because I'm just always curious to know what areas sometimes players go.
Yeah.
Sounds bad. But what areas players go into on the pitch anyway. But like, and I'm get confused when like when like when you think what position, like we could do like guess the position of the player or like stat on like a heat map thing, and we would be nowhere near now because of modern day football. Like you could have a right centre mid now, and most of the time they are playing right wing back, touchline right winger positions, bro. They're not on the right centre mid positions. Like they're just not. They're so far there that they might as well be a second striker sometimes, or a winger swinging in crosses. But heat map's always good to look at. I think as well, if Fofana stayed fit, would you put up with a Fofana Achimpong centre back partnership for the time being? Because if
For the time
Fofana can
being,
defend like the
yes.
left centre back position, and
Fofana,
Achimpong's like where he is.
Fofana and Cole. If Cole was fit right now, it would be Fofana right centre back. Let's say in a back three with James in the midfield, just to make things simple. Cucurella left centre back, Cole in the middle, Wesley Fofana on the right. Not a single problem with any of that, other than the dickhead behind him. I want to say something as well. I slander that fucking donut in goal all the fucking time. Jorgensen was worse than him. Oh my god, Jorgensen was so fucking shit against Lincoln City.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a ball coming in the air. Pause. There's a ball. He's going for it, and it's just slipped out his hands. 6 times. What do you mean 6 times? You have a shirt, just go like this. Wipe your gloves off. They're doing this with the fucking guy's jumper. The guy's throwing his jumper on to do these long throws. The ball's completely fucking dry. How are you failing to catch it? As a goalkeeper, as a professional goalkeeper playing for fucking Chelsea. You think of goalkeepers at Chelsea, you think of Courtois, Petr Cech, Guidicini. Bro, are you mental? Bro, exactly. Bro, he put fucking lubricant on that shit. I don't know what he's doing. He's a fucking donut, he is.
Shampoo gloves.
Bro, I'm saying like, oh, Conference League, bro. This guy was unreal. Really good goal. He's making some of the best saves I've seen. I went to a lot of the Conference League games at home. Bro, I'm seeing like, what the fuck, man?
This is the thing with like, when you put so much trust in like your first keeper, for example, like a Robert Sanchez, and then like your backup goalkeeper, for example, like I never heard of Jorgensen before Chelsea actually bought him. But when Jorgensen was there to like be there on the sidelines and people calling for Jorgensen, it's like, okay, let's see what the guy can bring. And then when he got a run of games, it's like he was impressing a bit. Obviously, he made the mistake at Villa, but I'm not watching him week in, week out. So I'm seeing a lot of mixed opinions. And there was some people obviously defending Sanchez as well at the time as well in the fan base. And I'm like, is Jorgensen really that bad? And I've seen a lot this season, like especially in the back end of last season to this season, to be like, well, neither our goalkeepers are that good. Just get a number 1, and then we don't have to rely on a number 2 in the first place. And this is why I know Hermansen started bad. But for the love of God, there's generally people. There was West Ham fans out there that were trying to justify the signing of Robert Sanchez. If we were the only club interested. You know how demonic this club is. It's demonic. It is like we need like Chalobah and his like church people to like do some shit, bro. Because like this club is demonic. Like, bro,
holy water.
I was arguing with a West Ham fan on Twitter, yeah, and he was like, I want to watch Sanchez. He's not that bad. I'm like, you've watched him in the big 6 games because that's the only time like people watch like other teams for some reason. I'm like, bro, listen to me. The guy can't pass. The guy can't. Like collecting crosses, he's improved that in Chelsea, but it ain't great. It ain't great. Like shot stopping, being a spastic. Like there's so many things that he's capable of doing that are not good. I'm like, watch the guy. I promise you. Because I've been a Sanchez like slanderer for time. Like when
Yeah.
I first watched this guy, when we drew 1-1 with Brighton, I was at the game where Mopai decided to score overhead kick against us in the last minute. By the way, because Ben Johnson was it Ben Johnson? I can't remember. Ben Johnson Masuaku got done by Tariq Lamptey on a cross, and then Mopai scored an overhead kick. That game, I'm watching Robert Sanchez. I'm like, this guy can kick a ball. Cool. But as soon as someone presses him, as soon as Antonio decided to, which by the way, West Ham never pressed under Moyes. Antonio decided to press him. Sanchez is kicking the ball in the changing room, bro. It's not half time.
Yeah, he's
I've been like, this guy's shit. I've been saying it. So when Chelsea signed him, I was like, this is a terrible signing. People were like, oh, this is so good. I'm like, bruv, it's not fucking. I was rating Raya at Brentford. It was like, if they said Raya, I would have been like, cool, fair enough. Cool, Raya now is a bit of a spaz because the Arteta allows the goalkeepers to overplay like defensive midfielders. And as Arteta even said in the press conference, we've got the most attacking goalkeeper, guys. So you know what type of shit he's on.
Yeah.
But Raya
defensive
is
strikers, attacking goalkeepers.
yeah, like bro, give it a rest. Like, and with Sanchez, he's never been good. He's never been good. Giroud is a better goalkeeper than this guy. West Ham fans actually want a middle name. You mean West Ham Central? I would never talk to West Ham Central unless I see him on site. I would love to see him on site and just tip him over like a cow, bruv. Like, because he built like one, bruv. He built like one. Fucking droopy titty prick. Like, genuinely, some West Ham fans were like, yeah, Sanchez would be all right. Sanchez would be all right. Like on Twitter, bruv. I'm like, you man don't watch football.
He's
Like,
better than Areola, for fuck's sakes. But like, who isn't? I'm a better goalkeeper than Areola.
But that's the thing, like, because even what Areola used to be capable of, I'm not trading Areola for Sanchez. Like, I'm not asking for the trade.
He needs to be head and shoulders above the level.
But yeah, it's like, bro, come on, man. Man was complaining about Hermansen. I'd be like, we were linked with Sanchez. Who else were we linked? We were linked with Ramsdale and James Trafford. Fuck off, man. And you might be complaining about Hermansen. I'm not
James
saying,
Trafford. I think James Trafford probably would have preferred the move to West Ham.
Not so.
Because he's like definitely back up.
Yeah, but like, I think everyone.
Where he is now in his career, I think he needs games, and he's not going to get games over fucking Donnarumma.
He does, but he's not a good goalkeeper. So people like overhype the Championship, like in terms of like the way he was like controlling the ball, and like he had the ball the whole time, and you're Burnley, so you could only concede 15 goals. He had a great defense in the Championship that was head and shoulders above every other defense. So the quality between Burnley and like a Middlesbrough was like 10 positions in between, really, even though there was only like 5 positions in between in terms of quality. So it was like Trafford was so ahead of the like not even Trafford, the defense in Burnley was so ahead of the other defenses in the Championship. That's why I'm like, bro, I watched Trafford in the Prem. Even though under 21s competition where England barely conceded any goals, he saved 2 penalties, cool. He still wasn't that good. He still wasn't that good. Like, I never rated Trafford. I never wanted Trafford. But Trafford, we were linked with Trafford, Ramsdale, and Sanchez. It's just, like, generally, what kind of, like, jizz juice was David Sullivan on? Like, genuinely. Like, this is why I do the midget slander, bro. Because I'm not as small as people think, but I'm still way taller than him, bro. So I will kick him.
Than who?
Sullivan, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Sullivan, yeah. That man, how has he not been rushed once? Like, how do you get away with the shit he's done and not been rushed? You see, if we did the shit, if you fuck over that many people, like right now, you're getting rushed at least once. Like, you're getting rushed at least once. He's fucked over millions of West Ham fans by existing.
My comment, man.
Rice assist, Martinelli near post, a corner kick positioning, United, Hoyland, bro, these are all the fucking big 6 mistakes.
Sanchez mistakes.
And West Ham
Sanchez.
fans on Twitter would tell you, I want Robert Sanchez. I don't
Mm.
mind the Sanchez links.
He was better than what you had, but if there was linked now with Hermanson, that's crazy.
But it's like, bro, even if it's better than what we had, let's not say much. People always, like West Ham fans always say that, like, oh, but he's better than what we have. Yeah, we nearly got relegated last season.
You're so much better than what you have. You have the money.
We do have the money. We don't fucking spend it. Oh, but we're broke, guys. We have 7th healthiest PSR. The league is not broke. Like, 7th healthiest PSR. We've got money, which is why, by the way, we spent money at the end of the window on Fernandez and Magassa. We had the money the whole time. Like, we spent, but no one talks about it. We spent 55 million on 2 midfielders at the end, but we pretended like we didn't have money. And we got 55 million for like Kudus. And I was like, how long did it take you to spend all that money? And they were trying to act like we were pretending to, like we're waiting to sell Kudus to get everyone. Bro, you didn't even get everyone to replace him. You need, because they used him as cover for wing and midfield. You didn't get the wing and midfield. You just got the midfielder. You're a fucking idiot.
I mean,
And the thing is,
Mateus Fernandez can play in that sort of role where he's capable of defending when Paquetá goes further forward, but it's like he doesn't really have that same edge to him that Kudus did. Pause.
Yeah, but I prefer Fernandez because he's more secure. So it's like he knows how to take the risk at the right time, but he knows how to retain the ball at the right time. Whereas like Kudus, he's trying to put on a show all the time, which I don't mind. But I prefer Fernandez because he can play in a possession-based system more than Kudus can.
Yeah.
Whereas Kudus obviously runs into space a lot more. I actually think Fernandez, I don't know how. I think he can be good. I think he is good in a counter-attacking system. You'd actually have to play deeper. He's similar to like in a counter-attacking system. He's more like a Morgan Gibbs White, where he'll pick up the ball and drive with it, and then find the space rather than I'm going to create final third. That's Paquetá more so. Paquetá's going to drive and then find the thread through ball because he can see a pass that nobody else can at West Ham. I've not really seen the only other person that I've really seen pass that Paquetá at West Ham ever is Lanzini. Prime Lanzini, like that was a great player before the injury. Again, what could have been before the injury, but West Ham was shit anyway, so it didn't matter. Trafford, Ramsdale, and Sanchez. I'm surprised Sullivan didn't want Onana, and people tried to hype up the links that were actually linked with Onana. Like that's what pissed me off. Oh, we're linked with Onana, guys, because Hermanson did shit. Oh yeah, that would have solved everything, wouldn't it? Fucking idiots, man. We needed a striker. Also that. We also needed a fucking every god that ever existed. And speaking about that, like apparently the players are happy with Graham Potter, according to Matt Law. Take that what you will. I think West Ham fans just think it's James Ward-Prowse. Listen, James Ward-Prowse.
Bro, if I was James, I'd be so happy. I'll be so happy with him.
James Ward-Prowse has still got a career after this. He's still got a career. That's like, bro, it's scary. It's
I
scary.
I was watching your game. I'm thinking, fucking hell. I think it was the game against Tottenham. Bro, yeah. I've never seen a midfielder that gimpy in my life. How are you getting like a leg over your ankle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're flying down the hill. Like, what's going on? You're getting a little bit of a shoulder barge, and you're flying. You're not Neymar. You're a central midfielder. You're playing in the pivot against Tottenham, and you're flying after getting shoulder barged. It's not even a foul. They're so weak. That guy's so weak.
How can you be that much of a pussy in midfield? Like, you know when you like play Sunday League, yeah? There was a different caliber of character that you needed to be to play in a rainy day in fucking Raynham or a rainy day in fucking like Essex, East London, anywhere, like Dagenham, fucking what's the fucking place called again? Right next to Power League. Fuck, how did I forget the place?
Where? Ilford.
Yeah, near Seven Kings, near Fulwell Cross. What's the place called again?
Gants Hill.
No, not Gants Hill. I forgot. But I used to play there all the time. No, not Seven Kings. I used to play there all the time. I just forgot what it's called. I don't know why I forgot what it's called. But yeah. Anyway, you need to be a different caliber of character in midfield and playing in the pivot. to like put a foot in. Wood-Prowse, you're a fucking pussy. You're just a pussy. Like, I'll make this analogy again. He plays like Justin Bieber after being diddied. I say it once, I'll say it again. He plays like Justin Bieber after being diddied. Justin Bieber was an absolute fucking druggy mess, and he still is. Ward-Prowse plays like that. He plays like that, bro. Like, he plays like he's just been fucked. Every single time he's waddling. And he waddled away. Like, it's not even like he needs someone next to, like, you can't have someone that's covering all the space for you all the time. It's a privilege. It's a privilege for these kind of midfielders because, like, they're always playing next to someone good. You're not even playing next to. Yeah, fell up Waters. Thank you. Like, fell up. That's the place I was thinking of. Like, you need to be a different caliber to play at these pitches. He's not even got the character to do that, and he's in the Premier League.
He wouldn't survive in Dagenham.
He wouldn't.
But when you play in the pivot in Dagenham, you're playing in like a two-man midfield in a 4-4-1-1. Just the injuries that I've seen, because I'm the one just behind a striker in front of the midfielders. So I'm facing the midfielders looking for the ball, or if I see my striker doing that, then I'm doing a bit of rotation. I'm going, you call for the ball, and you make a run. I'll go pass the ball. As soon as they looking to pass the ball, I just see a leg flying. I've seen bone, like, you know when you get tackled and you look at your leg and you can see bone.
Yep.
Like every 2 weeks you have an injury like that, and they just play on. You know that Nani injury when he was crying at Anfield?
Yep.
Exactly like that.
And he wouldn't survive that. And you know when I was playing Sunday League, you know when you're really, really young, it's not 11 aside, it's 9. Bro, yeah. So like I'm playing in a 3, basically. We play basically one centre-back really in possession and 2 fullbacks. I'm one of the fullbacks, but obviously off the ball, it's basically an all-out back 3. So you're all covering each other's positions as it is. So when I'm tucking in, I'm a centre-back in a 3. When I'm out wide, obviously I'm just a fullback. And we used to play like a 3-2-3 basically. And one goalkeeper, obviously, so it's 9 aside. And we basically play like a false 9. The midfielders did all the work, basically. Ward-Prowse would not survive on an away day at Bolognians in Fairlock Waters. He wouldn't survive. He wouldn't survive. Like, and I wasn't even that good. I was just a no-nonsense fullback. I was okay in possession. I'm very average. Like, very average, but I just did the job. I wasn't giving away the ball like that. I'm passing it basic. I'm doing what Ward-Prowse should be doing. Passing forward. I'm passing forward down the line. It's not difficult. But I'm concentrating on my job. But I was not the physical player. We had physical midfielders. There's physical midfielders in Sunday League, and you're just 10 years old. Ward-Prowse ain't surviving that shit.
Yeah.
You think because you're a Premier League footballer, I'm going to go through all the spaces and stuff. You're still going to pass backwards. You're still passing backwards. Backwards, sideways all the time. I'm sick of these, like, midfielders that are, like, they've got legs of, like, SpongeBob, bro. Like, they've got SpongeBob legs, bro. Like, genuinely got SpongeBob legs. They don't look like footballers. They're not athletic. There's nothing about you that screams athlete. From your hairline to your legs, there's nothing about you that's like I'm a footballer. Like, you know when the footballers have bad hairlines, you have to embrace being ugly. This guy's still doing hair flicks, bro. And the hair's here, bro. The hair's here, so you're just brushing it away. You're just brushing it. It's not like Odegaard still has his hairline at least, yeah? So I get it. It's right in your face. Your hair's here. It's not touching your face. It's not in the way. Stop doing this.
He's got like the iPhone hairline as well. But that one's like, bro, it's got that fucking thing on it. You see the thing at the top. It's like that,
bro. You know, now with bottles, yeah, the cap stays on.
Yeah.
When you take it off a water bottle, that's his hair, bro. That's his hair. The cap stays on, bro. The cap is still on. And you can't pull it off anymore. Pause. Unless it's just like you yeah, and that's it. Then it's there. Bro, you can't do that anymore. He
Yeah, it's
plays
ridiculous.
like he's never played the sport in his life. I'm genuinely like, if this carries on, I'm putting him in the same conversation as Carlos fucking Sanchez, bro. I'm putting him in the same conversation as this Carlos Sanchez, Havard, Nordvites of this world. Those are the all-time shittest midfielders I've ever seen play for West Ham. I'm putting you in that conversation if you are not careful. I'm tired of it. Bro, it's the same thing over and over and over again. So, fuck Ward-Prowse. Also,
Yeah.
the good thing about West Ham Twitter right now, the good thing about West Ham Twitter right now is that we've had Potter memes, and I showed a lot of them yesterday. There's been an update. So let's. This is going to take a while to actually go through all of them because Twitter's annoying on Mac. But first one, we're speaking about Trevor Chalobah earlier. That's the first one. That's the first one. And unfortunately, I caught in a crossfire again, but I'll come to that later.
No.
Yep, there it is. There it is. So basically, I shared the tweet because someone's talking about Upton Park, saying I've played at Upton Park and gone to Upton Park, and had the pleasure of doing both. These were my pictures. And Jun, the prick. Big up, Jun. You're a prick, but big up to yourself. That's horrifying. That's horrifying. Like, I think I'm like 9 to 10 years old here. I'm playing for Good Base FC, and Potter's just here. I've still got this medal somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I still got it in my house somewhere. That's the second one. The third one is Potter Dior.
Oh dear.
Usman Dembele. So this is the original picture.
Usman.
Someone said he looks like Saliba now.
Saliba, yeah.
Potter, don't make a video.
Oh no.
I don't know who this is, but it's funny. Regardless, I don't even know what the original picture is. Potter face swaps. I'm going to use him like a bar soap until there's nothing left.
That's a crazy sentence, by the way, but.
And that's why it's a quote.
Yes.
Bro, there's two Potters. Bro, someone put Potter on a whole Newcastle team, by the way.
Bro, everyone's done their team photos. It's just the whole fucking team is just a great photo, bro.
Even when he gets sacked, this needs to stay.
Yes.
This man shot Dando, say police. Bro, he looks like a balloon here, bro. Like he looks like an air balloon here, bro.
The head shape is crazy, man. The haircut is so mad.
Anyone with that head shape is definitely a criminal, man. I don't care what people say.
I don't blame him either. They've done something wrong, and I can understand
them. This girl was very happy to be at Chelsea, visiting all the players. Hato, Neto, Enzo, Garnacho, Caicedo.
Jesus Christ, that woman is horrifying. Why does it look like Tifu, bro?
He actually released the contract. Villa fan, he ain't a good manager anymore, man. I think the idea of him, I always say this about players and managers, the idea of the man is better than the execution. And unfortunately, he needs to be executed. We've obviously got Mr. Boschman himself. This is my favorite one.
He looks so natural. Like nothing's changed.
No. Bro, the worst part is that, like, this, I think he was talking about the England flags like that have been going around recently. He was actually like, and to be fair, he wasn't giving the stereotypical opinion. He actually gave quite a good opinion. It was like, I understand representing it, but I also understand why it can be a problem. He was just being impartial. I was in Dagenham today. I didn't realize how many England flags there were in Dagenham.
Bro, there's so many. It's a beautiful
Especially
sight.
right outside Heathway as well.
Bro, there's one on the, the thing says the underground. There's like a big pole with the underground sign. There's one on that. Like, how do you get up there, bro?
Bro, I don't know. A manager
Mental.
can't do much with a bad ownership, let's not forget, but a manager can also not pick James Ward-Prowse in midfield and pick better team selections. I understand that the ownership is terrible, but with this squad, he could do a lot better, bro. It's not like the team selections are generally horrible. The set piece routines are generally horrible when you watch us, bro. Like, we're conceding to set piece week in, week out because of the way he sets us up. Like, even Lopetegui didn't set us up in set pieces like that. And people know how much I hate Lopetegui. Drewski, this is the last one. So this is Drewski's dancing. This is now. Yep.
Get that off my screen. Batty man, baby, what's going on there?
I don't know. Like, Mellon's ownership is garbage as well. They aren't going anywhere far. But
Why don't you
Maresca's
support
at least
Villa?
probably from Brum.
Brother, 98% of your fucking profits, 98% of your revenue is on player wages. And you're trying to say my ownership is bad?
But also, let's say hypothetically it is bad. Maresca's doing a good job then. So it kind of avoids your original opinion. I know Maresca's gone on a. Yeah, our ownership is bad. I think your ownership's good, to be fair. But what I will say.
There's no way Villa fans are saying that. People, bro, our ownership is young and we've won more than you have in the last like 40 years. You know what I mean?
No shit, you've won more than Villa. It's like.
Yeah, why can't their ownership transcend them into a winning club rather than just a mid-table shit club? Like,
I think they will one day, but probably not in the next couple of years.
they had success before Abramovich. We had league titles, FA Cups. It's not like the Champions Leagues, but we got them eventually. It's not like we was in a bad position before Abramovich. I think we still could have probably won a league title without Abramovich, the first one. We finished second the season before. Was on an insanely good trajectory. Like, we were the best team in the country apart from Arsenal's Invincibles.
Yeah, I think there's a balance to this as well. I think obviously you've done some bad shit with your wages, but at least you found ways around it to like duck it down and stuff. And to be fair, the PSR shit is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Like the fact that they're not letting these teams spend the money they should be spending is just like, oh, by the way, you can't spend because of this. You've got to sell your soul for 5 years to like buy a midfielder from the Championship. It's like, bro, allow it. Just let these clubs spend the money because it's not like they're going to run their clubs into the ground anytime soon. But I'd say like Villa and Newcastle's ownerships are like so bad that they're going to make their clubs get terminated. We have the manager owners, some players who we have a new sporting director in as well who would be better than Monchi. I also think as well, my only thing is with Villa, I just think one more player with pace, and I think they're good. I'm watching them today, and I'm like, I actually think they need to upgrade on Watkins. I'm gonna be so real. I've been saying for time that Watkins isn't that good, but I think Emery did well to get the best out of him, and because the way because Emery loves them man that love like the left channel run, inside channel run, and just cutting and shoot. That's why he loves Jackson so much. Like he always has one of them. It's like Gerard Moreno. Like when he was
Watkins was one of those players that I wanted to replace Jackson.
Yeah,
in terms of the profile of player, but it's just like he's not really. He hasn't kept on improving in the way that I thought he would. He's sort of just stifled out.
He's very streaky. Like if Watkins was the second striker, nobody's complaining. He's not good enough to be the
Watkins learning under someone else.
Yeah, like if a younger Watkins as well, because it's too late for him. Bro, that penalty was fucking terrible as well. Oh my god!
I didn't watch the game.
To be fair, Villa played well. They defended quite well. Bologna didn't really offer much. Like maybe a little bit at the end, but I think tactically off the ball, they were really good. They were the Villa that I thought they would be. Now, Max, we're a long way from home at the minute. We need at least 4, maybe 5 players from this 11 told we need a new right back. This is where the recruit. And to be fair, right back, I hear you because Matty Cash has been shit. Matty Cash has been terrible. So I do hear that. But my whole thing is Villa fan, just because of how bad the league is. I just think one winger is still better than what most other people have. So like, forget Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. Like there's a big market there. I just think one winger does it for you. Like, and a right back. But I think the way Villa defended off the ball today is like the way they went from the 4-4-2 to how sometimes they go to like the 5-3-1 to the 6. Sometimes they go 6-3-1, sorry, the 5-3-2. The way they defend was brilliant. It was brilliant. It's how I expected Villa to play under Emery. They bottled Bench and Watkins for Duran. Yeah. I think Duran needed to start at some point, but it always felt like Duran was eventually going to leave Villa. But they need a striker. They need a striker eventually. But I'd say one more winger. I really like Donyell Malen just because of his pace. I just think Villa need pace in their system. Like, you obviously need end products, but you just need someone that's going to actually like drag teams. Like, just drag teams and pin them. I think Sancho had a weird cameo coming on. He did some good things, did some bad things. Like, it was like he started off bad, and it was like, okay, I'm in the feel of it now. I'm combining with players, linked up well with McGinn at times. Digne.
I forgot Sancho was even there. You know.
Yeah.
Is it another loan? Isn't it?
Yeah, another loan. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Bro, I hope he does well, man. He's such a good player, bro.
I know, but he should have just taken a wage cut to go to Chelsea.
Well, I know. That's I'm fucking sad.
The joy is he's the I stuck up for him a lot, but he doesn't make the best decisions in life. This guy's got the tattoo of Sweetie, and then she left him.
And she left.
Bro, he went to no offense for the fun. He went to Birmingham, bro. She's not following them there. No, I agree. But we was wasting a lot of money. People think Monchi was a success, but the guy financially put us backwards. Fair enough. And Gesson looked all right. I just think sometimes he's fighting his own feet sometimes. But I think it will settle. I just think he needs time. And like most people in the league that go to the league for the first time, I just think they need a bit of time. But I think Villa can afford time. That's the difference with them. They can afford to have time. And the goals are going to be a problem because even though Leon Bailey wasn't the greatest, he was injury prone. He was still someone of pace. Even though Moussa Diaby wasn't the greatest of player, he was still someone of pace. If 80 million came in from Rodgers, he's gone. But you're taking 80 million, surely, because like Rodgers is good, but like fucking hell, I'm taking 80 million from Rodgers.
Oh, any day.
Yeah, like.
But Chelsea got like a bunch of money for Jackson. You can get probably a little bit less, a little bit more from him. You want to complain?
Yeah, I think as well. It sounded like Rodgers was going to leave as well, because in an interview he was like, I'll wear this number whenever I'm at my next club, and then he stuttered. And I'm like, bruv, you're in a Villa shirt. You're in a Villa shirt. Like it's in an interview. You kind of started saying it. It wasn't the exact quote, but it was something similar. But who are you facing on the weekend?
Brighton.
Brighton,
yeah, Brighton and then Benfica on Tuesday. Yeah, home.
What are you making of the Brighton game then?
I haven't done much tactical work on it. I typically do 2 days of just tactical research into the team, who's going to start, but haven't started that yet. I'm going to start that probably tonight or tomorrow, but it needs to be 3 points. Good record at home against Brighton, so it's one of them that you play well or you don't play well. That doesn't matter as long as the result is a win. You move on. You've got Benfica on the Tuesday. That's a game that we're gonna want to win. We haven't got a win so far in the Champions League yet. Obviously, it's only been one game. But the Chelsea Brighton game is only 3 days before the Benfica, so I imagine there's going to be that level of rotation. But I think we've learned our lesson, and I think Maresca will rectify his mistake that he made against Brentford, which was he started a shit team. He started a rotated side, and then he brought on his better players later on to then get the winner. Obviously, it was late Dagome drew the game, and it felt like a loss. But I think we're going to rotate again. But I think we're going to start our main team and slowly just Palmer off. I think Palmer might even be injured. I'm not too sure on that. I think Esteval will then come off. I think João Pedro then might come off for someone like Guy, or give Simweka some minutes. Maybe bring Neto off for Garnacho or something, just to rest these players. Bring Caicedo off for someone like Andre Santos, give him minutes. Bring James off for Gusto, that sort of thing. Just we start with our strong team, bring the players off when we've got the job done, and hope that our B team, or team that we end the game with, can sort the game out defensively still, and we should be fine. But the Benfica game's the main focus. So.
To rectify what you did at Bayern, innit?
Yeah.
It makes sense. And I think you're also facing the most overrated team in the Premier League, in my opinion. The reason why I say that is because when I watched them last season, they didn't look like a team that should be anywhere near Europe. And the reason why I say that is because they were relying a lot on individual quality, especially João Pedro. And without João Pedro, they don't have much individual quality. There's no stand-up players. Rutter's a good player, I like Rutter. But I don't rate Matoma that highly. I think Minter's very momentsy, but he's effective at times. I just don't think their midfield is as effective as it. Obviously, you're not really going to be able to replace McAllister and Caicedo. You're not. But at the same time, you could do better than what you have. I don't think Believe is as good as people said, which is why I didn't think he was going to say Man United. Ayari at times is all right. Hinshelwood at times is all right. But they're all right. This is the worst, like, even aesthetically. Like, Brighton are aesthetics merchant. This is the worst aesthetically Brighton team I've watched. Worse than the Potter and De Zerbi team. And, like, forget Chris Hughton, because Chris Hughton's weird. But, like, since, like, Potter and De Zerbi came in, like, I don't rate De Zerbi like that. I don't. But aesthetically, they played really good football. And I understood what they were trying to do. They just got any mean low block they came up against. Like, they bent over sluts everywhere. Like, I remember that game against Sean Dyche for Everton. They got battered like 5-1, and Sean Dyche did the dirtiest low block, but it was really good. It was really good. It was like he tactically outdid De Zerbi. I think De Zerbi's very one-dimensional. But going back to Brighton, I just think they lack goals, even though they will score goals, but they lack a goal scorer, which will drag them over the line. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be XG merchants again this season. And also, they don't have much backbone in defence. Apart from Van Heck, they're still relying on Lewis Dunk, who's been on a downward trajectory for the past 2-3 seasons now, since they were in the Europa League with De Zerbi. Van Heck is one of their standout players in defence. He's been really good. I'm surprised he hasn't been linked towards with a move away, because he's their rock. Verbruggen, I do like Verbruggen as well. Their fullbacks have been like, they've never really been able to sell them fullbacks in the past few years, since Estupinian had his first good season. So now he's at AC Milan. It's going to be interesting to see if that Turkish brother that plays right and left back can settle properly, whether Hinshelwood will put down a place there. I just think it's like cool. At worst case scenario, we'll get a draw. Worst case scenario, but I think you'll win the game. But just because I feel like they've got no backbone, you've got the attacking quality. I know it hasn't been great so recently, but you still got Neto, you still got Estefan, you still got Palmer, you still got Pedro. Oh, Palmer's out. Yeah, shit.
3 to 6 weeks. Buonanotte as well is one of those, because he's on loan from Brighton. There's a clause he can't play, of course. It's a loan in the same league. So Buonanotte he can't play, meaning Caicedo, Enzo, and Santos is going to play in the same midfield.
That's
Enzo of course. Enzo and Caicedo playing back, and Andre Santos playing in the 10, which is fine. That's our midfield. Lavia is on the bench, probably will be, and I'd love to see him play. I'd love to see him start if he's fit. I haven't seen Lavia play football in, it feels like, a year. Since the Tottenham game, I haven't seen him play football. I said I bet it right back that game.
I forgot Lavia was a player.
He's so good as well.
Yeah, that's a shame as well.
With FIFA gave him 67 passing. You know how crazy that is?
FIFA shit. Most of the shit.
I was literally looking at my other monitor right now at FIFA. I'm like, do I drink the Kool-Aid? Do I just like, I don't have to buy it now. I'm buying Cyberpunk instead. Fuck that shit. I buy FIFA.
I've got to wait just over a month for Football Manager. I don't mind.
Fast. Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm still gonna wait. I do not care. It will be worth it. I'm going to stream it. I will be addicted to that game. Also, why does Maresca sound like Arteta in press conferences and the whole process thing?
Because he's taken charge of a team that's doing a long-term project. Probably.
Yeah, at least he's won trophies with it. Like a trophy.
He's taken Chelsea from where we was with Poch to where we are now. So
yeah,
great style of play, great man management, really good tactics. He makes mistakes. Of course, you're going to expect a manager to make mistakes, but as soon as he can, he rectifies the mistakes. Which is why I say the same thing about the rotation and how you go around rotating your players.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair because I think that's his main strength for me. The rotation, like game management of players and their workload. Yeah. I think it's good when a manager can work with a big squad because for me that's the whole fucking point. You just want a small squad, you're a dickhead.
Brilliant player back in the day. If you've got time, watch a comp if you can of Enzo Maresca. Unbelievable striker.
He was a striker.
This guy was playing like fucking Zidane up front. Like I don't know what the fuck this guy was on. This guy was so good. Sevilla and that, bro, it's mental.
He's had a weird career, man.
Bro, he's so sick.
So weird.
With hair as well. Like what am I seeing, bro? This guy's the most bald Premier League manager, other than like Slot, and he has hair.
This guy could still can't believe this guy was in our coaching staff, and I wasn't giving a fuck about who was in our coaching staff. By the way, I didn't know who Bro was. Yeah. I didn't even know he was in our coaching staff until he went to Chelsea. Like I didn't know who he was. Like I knew who he was because of City, but I didn't know who he was properly. Because I wasn't paying. When I'm like 15, I'm not paying attention to his assistant manager and who's fucking in the coach. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know who the fucking assistant coach is now at Chelsea. I don't care.
Yeah. And to be fair, the only reason why I don't really know. I know there's some Spanish dude, there's Bruno Saltor, because the only reason why I know him because he was caretaker at your club. And some fucking fat brother. And we've got no set piece coach, evidently, because we're retarded. Still crazy Chelsea almost got Enrique and pulled out for Maresca.
Yeah. But Maresca, when he's gone head to head against Enrique, has won. So, say what you like.
Maresca isn't that good of a manager. Come on, man, law. I mean, he's done what he's needed to do so far. I feel like this is a season where he's probably going to get judged at the right level because he's in the Champions League. So I feel like every time we talk about Maresca, it's on results-based analysis of recency bias.
Yeah, I bring up that comment, but let me read it out. Chelsea have gone from Ancelotti, Mourinho, Conte, Tuchel. Why have you included that retard there?
What, Pochettino?
What you like? That's a great comment. Why that ruined it?
No, but that's what he's saying. Oh no! As in, oh no, I've already just got it.
To Maresca. Like,
yeah, Pochettino to Maresca's not a downgrade.
You've made the point that our ownership have made a good decision going from Poch to Maresca.
But Pochettino was a bigger name, but he wasn't good for Chelsea. He's not a good manager.
He was. I think in terms of what you'd expect from a manager that did well with Tottenham, all them years ago. In terms of the expectation, he's the worst manager I've ever seen in my lifetime at my club. He's the worst.
Yeah, Villa fans saying he put Poch in there to say like blue coat brought poor managers in, so he's saying like blue coat.
We have done. I agree with you, but now we haven't. We've got Maresca. I say Maresca's like probably third best manager in the league.
And
there's only two that are better than him. Slot is better than him. Okay, I'll accept that he's won the league. Off that technicality, he's a better manager. Okay, Guardiola, greatest manager of all time. Cool.
I'd still tactically rather have Emery. Only because, like, I'd say Emery is more diverse with know-how when it comes to top.
He's got more experience, yeah, sure, but I'd prefer Maresca.
But I know Maresca's won a couple finals now, but in terms of like just in general in Europe and in the league, I would still rather have Emery at top club just because I think with a proper squad, he's very good with adapting his tactics in terms of like defensive and attacking. I think at times he can be a bit naive, but it's the odd game. It's like a very odd game. Like PSG away, you might get the odd Emery.
Where did Villa finish last season?
Sixth.
Where did we finish?
Fourth. Yeah, but I expect Chelsea to finish above Villa. Like
I expect Maresca to finish above Emery.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would say he's a better manager. If the roles were reversed, I'd say would Maresca do better at Villa with their tactics? Not with the Villa team. No.
I
say with experience, yeah, cool.
I think Emery would still get top 4 though. That's my point. Like, because Emery is good enough to get top 4. I don't think he's good enough to win a league. But I think Emery's good enough to get top 4, which is why I always put him third.
The same conversation could be had in 3 years, and I think the obvious answer is going to be Maresca's better than Emery. But right now, the experience would say maybe Emery. I feel like they're very close.
I think it's close right now, especially in terms of like what recently both of them have done.
Yeah.
But I just think in general, Maresca needs to prove a bit more. And I think it sounds unfair though because he won 2 trophies, but because he's in the Champions League now, I want to see what he's like constantly competing at like Champions League, Premier League, Champions League, Premier League, where you're constantly.
They've had a Champions League game, haven't they? What do they do?
So
they've had a Champions League game now, haven't they? In the group. Who do they play?
What, Villa?
Yeah.
They're playing Europa League.
They are in the Europa League, okay.
Yeah. My point is Emery's constantly. We've seen Emery constantly compete European competition and Premier League at the same time, which is now what I want to see Maresca do. So I need Maresca just to prove a bit more in general because Emery still has a lot under his belt.
Will you say that again? Sorry.
I want to see Maresca what he's like in constant European competition and the Premier League at the same time. So now he's got Conference League and Champions League. I think it's a good time to prove what he really is. So like with Unai Emery, I've seen him constantly compete European competition, Premier League.
Yeah.
With slightly lesser teams. Like that Arsenal team is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Genuinely fucking awful. And the Villa team, undervalued. Underinvested in, not valued. I keep using the wrong word. Underinvested in.
I agree with that. That's the same way, Maresca's already dealt with Premier League expectation. Like for example, Chelsea until April were 11th, under Poch, consistently 11th. We had we finished 12th under Potter, right?
Oh, I know, but you
10th under Mourinho, and it was like, okay, we're probably gonna be finishing 11th. This is the second worst season I've ever seen in my lifetime, and in most people's lifetime. What's in the football club? And then we got 6th. And now it's like we've gone from 6th to 4th. We've realistically gone from 11th to 4th.
Yeah.
And with this pretty much the same squad, different tactics, different implementation of our team. And Maresca's done that while managing FA Cup runs, Carabao Cup runs, and the Conference League, and the Club World Cup. I'd say ignore the Club World Cup because it's after. But he's done everything he's done in the league, finishing 4th, doing what we needed to do, with blips in form here and there, but we've done very well. And he's won the Conference League at the same time. Has Emery ever won that sort of a competition while doing that well in the league in England? No.
Not in England, but I'm just saying in general. As
recently,
I think he's capable of doing that with that caliber squad. With that caliber squad, I think he's capable of doing that. The reason why, though, I get the point about Maresca getting the club back to like 4th position, winning the Conference League and stuff. But I was expecting that specific squad to do that. But I think Maresca should still get the credit for getting that squad too there, because it was more so about how underachieving Poch was doing. Because I think Emery would do sick with his tactics with certain players of that Chelsea squad. Because I love the Emery system, like the 4-2-2 goes to 4-2-3-1, all that shit. Palmer, Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, all these fucking players suit that fucking system. which is why
Yeah.
Emery, in my opinion, has always needed a bigger job and always needed the money to get backed with,
100%.
which he doesn't really get backed with, which is
Never
why
has.
I still put him third because of that. Because Emery's always had to take the risk of risking one competition for the other because of how fucking shit his squads have been. Like, for example, like, think about what Emery nearly made the fucking Champions League final with that Villarreal team that won that Europa League, where he battered Bayern Munich. Like, forget the score. Like, he fucking did a job on, I think it was Nagelsmann's Bayern. He did an absolute masterclass. That was Chuck Wazy. Like, that was Chuck Wazy, Juan Foyth, Etienne Capoue, Danny Parejo. Bro, Emery had pensioners, and he did that in the Champions League. That's why I'm not even
Respect
like,
Parejo, man. Allow it.
no, but Pereira is a legend, but like, that squad's old as fuck. That squad's
He's
slow
so
as fuck.
old.
Like, bro, Raul Albiol, bro, he was 40. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, they had good players though. Don't get me wrong, Rulli's a good player. Estupinian's a good player. Gerard Moreno's a good player. Like, I'm not saying they didn't have good players, but it's what Emery has done with his squads. I have to put him third overall as a manager. Like, he has done so much. I think with Maresca, he can get there. I just think it's just not much to say right now, even though it's harsh on him because 2 trophies. But I expected Chelsea to win the Conference League. I didn't expect him to win the Club World Cup until you started doing the madness. And as soon as you got into the quarters, I was like, they've won it. Like, Chelsea are one of them teams where I'm like, once they get to a certain part of the competition, I'm like, yeah, they've won the fucking competition. Because, what's it called? The Champions League under Tuchel. I was like, as soon as you beat LA, I was like, yeah, they've won the fucking Champions League.
Yeah.
I literally said that in my head. They've won the Champions League.
You can just sort of tell.
Yeah, striker. Enzo Maresca was a midfield.
It's like he was almost a similar player to that. What the fuck's his name? Forgot his name. Really old school. I think
Zidane.
Southampton. Not Zidane.
Letizia.
But I had flair, bro. He was stupid.
But yeah, that's why I would put Emery third, because I've always said he was never the problem at Arsenal. That Villarreal team was fucking amazing. PSG were prime bottlers.
Yeah, oh my god.
Prime bottlers. People blame that on him. Fucking hell. They needed it. It took them so long to get the right manager. And the reason why Villa aren't doing as good is because they don't have much pace. The recruitment, like, they've had to risk like docking down so many wages so they can at least spend money on a couple players. Once they balance the books, if Emery can't like do anything else, then cool. He needs a bigger job, but I don't know what club he goes to. God forbid, it don't go to man. It like, I'm not saying he's going anytime soon, by the way, Villa fan. But I'm just saying hypothetically, if he was to leave, for the love of God, please do not go to Manchester United because you're going to fuck up your life.
Yeah, he's
Like,
gonna ruin his whole CV.
Yeah, like, and then people blame you again. People are like, oh, he did it at Arsenal, he's failing again. Like, this is why I put Emery third. Like, even in general, yeah, Arne Slot is technically above Unai Emery, yes. But on a one-off, I've seen Slot against PSG. I saw what Slot did against PSG compared with Emery did against PSG with 2 different teams. I was much more impressed with Unai Emery than I was with Arne Slot.
Sure.
With that Villa team compared to that fucking Liverpool team that has won leagues before and has won the Champions League before, Slot did not do good enough. And Slot is not capable, in my opinion, of competing with all competitions. And you'll see Liverpool win the league this year. You're going to see them crash out in every other competition. They'll lose every other competition like they did again last year because they've replaced the numbers, like one by one. They replaced the depth. He's good at rotating, but tactically, when he comes up against like an Enrique, tactically when he comes up against a mad manager, like maybe even a company, they will do a job at Liverpool. And he's got Van Dijk. He's got Van Dijk. He's got Salah. Like Salah's still Salah. No matter no criticism, he's still Salah. You still got Alisson.
He'll literally break his legs and he'll walk off the pitch, and then the ball will fall to him, and he's gonna accidentally backheel it into the goal. Like this guy, I don't know what the fuck is he's like sacrificed a hyena at fucking Anfield. This guy, I don't know what he's the worst player I've watched in my life. He's just Haaland playing out wide. And he just gets a goal or an assist every game.
He gets away with it so much.
You see the free kick? He just pelted it at Robertson. And Like, it's going wide and it just hits Robertson and it goes in. It's just,
Yeah.
for fuck's sakes, man.
We don't. By the way, Villa fan, don't get me mad. Don't get me mad. Because once we go down, we won't come back. We won't come back. So we're not going to
You need a
reset. There is no reset at West Ham. You can't go down with this stadium. There is no reset. A reset would be. I can't say that on YouTube. I can't say that on YouTube. But we don't need to. We don't need to go down to reset.
The problem is when resetting, for example, this would be a good point if West Ham had good players, but they couldn't sell them. If Ward-Prowse was a good player, and if obviously Bowen, let's take him out of the equation because he's one of my favourite right wingers in the Prem. He's very good. If they had a good striker or a left winger, I think Somerville is an option as well, but I haven't seen much from him. When a team goes down, like Leicester or Ipswich, there's players there that you want.
Yeah.
There's players there that you're like, okay, Liam Delap, go on. Chelsea.
All our good players are people that we've recently bought. Like, so it's like Walker Peters, Wan-Bissaka, Diouf, Guilherme, Somerville, and then we got Bowen, and then
Areola.
That
yeah, but it's like you can't really then get rid of them.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
And then it's the problem is with West Ham, we literally have to play just our academy. We literally have to play, which I don't mind, but at the same because it's in the championship. Honestly, the midfield definitely is. Who would your manager be in the championship? It would probably be Carrick. Which I don't mind, but at the same time, it's like I don't really want to be thinking about being in this.
You're gonna sign that Leeds manager.
What, Farker? What, the one there now? Fuck that. I mean, we don't. Luckily, we don't sign managers that are in a job. So,
bro, he's gonna get sacked, and then you're gonna when you go down, you get like, oh Farker, he's good in the championship.
He's not even that good in the championship. Like, he bottled the fucking playoffs to Southampton a couple of years ago. He should have been sacked then. He should have been sacked then. He should have been sacked then.
Who's the other one that goes up and he's really good in the championship and is just shit in the Prem?
Scott Parker.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh god! Don't give me stuff.
Oh wait, Scott Parker.
He knows the fucking. He knows the fucking club. That Scott Parker.
He used
to be captain at West Ham. He showed Noble the ropes. He used to be captain. He was the one player that fucking helped us. Like, you had the one bit of spirit when we went down under Avram Grant. Fuck off, man. I'm not trying to have this shit at my club. Ex-players.
Bro, he was losing to Chelsea in the 2009-10 season. He scored a goal. He scored a goal against the one I play. He's surely the rap manager for us. 15 years later. 17 years ago. Fuck me. 17 years ago. Huh? No.
Oh, God, no.
Man, we're too old, man. Bro, I'm going to get fucking grey hairs soon.
Oh, you definitely. You're going to age like fucking semi-skim milk, bro. Like, like when it's not in the fridge anymore, bro.
You're like, oh yes, I still have milk. There's still a bit of milk left. And you fucking just like glug glug glug. There's just like bits in it, bro. Them ones,
Jesus
Christ. Bro, I remember, man. I was at my nan's house one time, and she has stuff in her fridge from like before I was alive. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this woman, but she kept milk in there for so long, and I'm like, yeah, I slept over there, innit? I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm having some cereal. There was Crave. I'm telling you, both the Crave and the milk was off. How was Crave off? How was cereal off? And the milk was off. I had to sit there on the sink, like, try not to throw up while brushing my teeth for 30 minutes. You know how bad it was? You bite into a Crave, it's like, you bite into it, it's like a little bit of powder.
Chewy. Yeah, oh god.
And it's all just everywhere in your mouth, and it's off. And it tastes green. You know them ones? It's like, nah, bro.
Fuck's sake.
Nah, man.
Would you still go to games if Bilic comes back?
I think you've given up anyway.
I've given up, but this is the thing, I have to finish the season, but like, I'm not, but this is my last season regardless. Spoiler alert. This is regardless of what happens, this is my last. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'll just stream. Fuck that shit. Mike, so we staying up? If no, what do we need to do, sir? Currently, we're going down. At this current moment, I'd say we're going down. And what we need to do to stay up, I think there's a few options. You actually get a manager that can get the best out of what he has, regardless of what style of play it is. We need a striker in January. It's a desperate need. Need a striker in January. I don't care if it's on loan at this point because cool, it is about survival. But we need a coach. We need an actual coach, and not a coach that's like, I'm gonna pass around the ball for the sake of it, and XG and vibes, and I look like I molest people and stuff. Like, no, we don't need that kind of manager anymore. Like, that's not what we need. Like, we need a manager that's actually a natural coach. And if that doesn't work, here's the alternative: explode the club, the stadium, the owners, and then we're good.
Fair enough.
So either we run like a proper football club, or suicide bomb.
Sign up for like one of them organizations in the Middle East.
Yeah,
I think I probably can't say the name of it, but
you gotta run for the Royal Navy, bruv. Like, I don't fucking know, bro. I don't give a fuck at this point. But listen, people, I want everyone here to subscribe to Melon because on the road to
Yes,
100
man.
subs so far. He's been growing. This guy got fucking 1K views on the stream,
Bro.
bro. He's big time now. He's big time.
you know them ones where like Hazard off the bench and take a touch and like he's feeling good. That was what that stream felt like, bro. Every single thing was just perfect.
Yeah.
Everything went so. That was the best stream, and I followed it up with the worst stream I've ever done. I was so not involved in that fucking 4 multiple game watch along. I didn't want to be there.
Yeah, you'll get like that though. There's still streams I do know I don't want to be here because I'm tired all the time, bro. But I still do it. But listen, people, literally the only person live is TJ Warren. So I want you go over to Raid and say Mike's raiding TJ Warren's chat, people, and show him some appreciation. Make sure to subscribe while you're over there as well, because we're on a similar amount of subs as well. So you're not subscribed to me. If you are subscribed to me, you've got to subscribe to TJ Warren. But yeah, go and sub and say Mike's raid, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.